I really don't know what are people thinking about when they talk about one term. This man does not care about anything. And if we allow him to get to one term, trust me, this guy has already schemed. His worry is how is he going to get to 2027 as the president. The moment he gets there, we are finished. And if you think that I'm lying, look at the people like Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria has decided to resign. He's not a fool. Moses Kuria is one of the smartest brains we have in this country among the leaders. And if you see him and the sentiments he's been having recently, saying that we shall not have elections in 2027, it means something huge. He has been speaking to us on the need of why we do not need Ruto until 2027. Ruto is the Lord of War. You remember the tag that was being given to Raila Odinga, the old man. Ruto is the real Lord of War. In 2007, I was in Kitale and at a place called Koboth. This guy is using the same script that he used in 2007 right now. Why am I saying so? It's because Ruto is a shameless leader in the sense that he will never, ever think about anybody else, even if it is his tribe. Right now, as I'm speaking, even the Kalenjins, he's selling even the Kalenjins. You hear about the kidneys and all those sagas that are going around in Eldoret. It is actually orchestrated by Ruto. And that is why this thing has been shut up and nobody is talking about it. But most of the Kalenjins, the youths, the young generations have sold their kidney. And it is Ruto who is doing that. He's harvesting body organs and selling them at his own backyard. So one thing that I would like us to have is to have a good plan, because Ruto is not even worried about the presidency or anything. His card is to make sure that he continues to take care of the numbers that he has in the legislature. And that is where our biggest problem is. And the problem that we are having right now has been created for the past about 30 years, ever since Jirongo created this monster. That is when Ruto did not become president today or 2022. He became president as soon as he was able to be created by the YK92. That is where Ruto started to scheme and to plan, because he was the sharpest mind among the group that he was with during that time. And because he was sharp, he convinced everybody around him and around the leaders at that time that he was going to be loyal and he was going to be very smart and all that. And that is why Ruto doesn't take alcohol. The reason why he doesn't take alcohol is because he used to take notes during that time. And that is why our biggest worry right now and our biggest scheme should be, how are we going to make sure that we prepare everybody in this country, including the boomers, including our parents and all, because we've suffered in the hands of Ruto, not for 2 years, not for 3 years, but for over 3 decades. We've suffered. And all this has been at the expense of the common person. Ruto does not care whether Kenya bans or it doesn't ban, because even in 2007, he didn't care. He said, we won the election and therefore let Kenya ban so that we become leaders. You see, that kind of a person, given a chance, I'm even scared people are talking about one term. How are we going to get to the 1 to the 5 years? It is so scary. I finished college. It has been 12 years since I graduated. I've never been employed. And then you're telling me one term. I tried to find a job. I didn't find a job. I created my own business. The business fell in 2023. Right now, I am jobless and there is no business. And then you're telling us one term. I really don't know what are people thinking about when they talk about one term. This man does not care about anything. And if we allow him to get to one term, trust me, this guy has already schemed. His worry is how is he going to get to 2027 as the president. The moment he gets there, we are finished. And if you think that I'm lying, look at the people like Moses Kuria. Moses Kuria has decided to resign. He's not a fool. Moses Kuria is one of the smartest brains we have in this country, among the leaders. And if you see him and the sentiments he's been having recently, saying that we shall not have elections in 2027, it means something huge. He has been speaking to us on the need of why we do not need Ruto until 2027. So I think our biggest role and strategy should be, how are we going to convince and educate every single Kikuyu, every single Aoko, Kamau, every single Kibet, Waiguru, every single Wanjala, Kimani, to become a Kikuyu, and let us just bring this man down and let him go to Dubai where he's bought his properties and live there. And then after we take care of our country, then we go for him, because Ruto has messed up this country. And I think the members of parliament that we have are all puppets, because today... Ukimalizia, please land. Yes. As I finish, I think civic education online is a decent thing, but we also need to speak to each one of us in our own circle, one-on-one, and enlighten them on the need as to why we do not need this guy in position in anywhere in our country. Thank you.
Tuliwaambia we are tribeless. Until they brought in the card for Kikuyus. That's how we have all... Go ahead and speak, please.
Kamau Amadi. Guys, please. Don't unmute your mic until it's your turn to speak. Yeah, go ahead, comrade. Sorry, someone interrupted you.
All right. So, for the people who don't know who Ruto is, this story is Ruto is a murderer. And I always say he's a bloodthirsty vampire. Those are not goons. Those are militias. Okay? Those are militias. Ambao wanapandishwa magari kupelekwa kwenye wanasema nini, kupelekwa kwenye wanapelekwa. And then wanasema kwamba Kikuyu wanafanya nini. Let me tell you something. Yesterday, nilikuwa tu job. Jana nilikuwa kazi. Nilimanage kufika kazi mapema kwa siku na others ilibidi niende. But I decided that I would speak my mind. I told my colleague, there are these people. In fact, I used these words. The bastard old man Raila Odinga and Ruto must go. The guy really got angry. Akakasirika. Mpaka hata leo still. Alikuja job amekasirika. Nikamwambia kasirika tu. I don't care, because these are the problems that we're having. 207 walishikana. What happened? Saita na wameshikana. What a coincidence is that? And then you hear, I don't understand what a Pentagon. What is a Pentagon? So, for us, it is only us who are going to save ourselves. These people are there to enrich themselves. The old man, the bastard, they now say, anasema kwamba to negotiation. What are we negotiating? We have laid our demands clear. Why don't they have just to follow them? What are they so afraid of? Hatukisema tupatie mashamba zao. We only want governance, good governance. We want them to hear our cries. That's all what we need. And if they think they're going to scare us with the goons, the tribal card, they are in for a rude shock. Tumeamuka. We are not our parents. Even some of our parents are very, very smart. They may be boomers, they may be wherever they are, but now wamefunguka akili. So, for Ruto, for Raila, for wherever they are, they should know that we are Kenya. Kenya is home. Na tubanduki. They cannot kill us all. We will win. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will win. Foreman, you're there.